Well, I mean, outside of these top tier golfers, I mean, as we start going down, of course, we have a $9,900 Gary Woodland, which I think Matt, I think you might be secretly on that.
No, I mean, legitimately, all jokes aside, like what was he, 86 last week, right?
Oh, yeah.
So like that, I can stomach 9,900. Any of these guys who get up to this range, that even have like a slight hole, I'm like, no, like I'd rather find the salary lower, save a couple bucks down at the in the value guys that we'll get to, and obviously we can do that this week. So I think that's a heavy price for my boy Gary this week.
So I mean, if we're not rostering Woodland, I mean, how do you guys feel about Mickelson, Casey, and Grace up there?
I think Casey's the clear favorite there. I know he's not played here, at least in the last 5 years, because I'm only looking at Fantasy National. Maybe he's played here a long time ago, but I don't think I really care about that. The guy is just incredibly consistent, tee to green. I know we're looking for good putters here, but I mean, it's Poa. I don't know. Casey's I think he's just the value in that range, and that's probably where I'm going to go. I think Grace is interesting because he's going to go wildly under-owned, and he's going to be way, way under-owned in my opinion.
I think there's going to be a big dead zone in this 9 range, so I'm on you. I kind of like Grace there if I can fit him in. But
so I don't even know if I like him. That is the problem. But I do think his game kind of fits. You can sort of take the driver away from him a little bit with some of these shorter par 4s, and you allow his iron game to kind of take hold. But it's not going to be windy, and I think it outscores Grace's game. So kind of like puts me off of him. But ownership will be interesting because he'll be the lowest owned.
Agreed.
Okay. So I mean, if we're not going to be on much in this range, let's go down to our 8,900 below guys. Who are you guys looking in this range? I mean, one thing I noticed is Chesson Hadley's price is starting to skyrocket upward.
Yeah, I mean, this is like an appropriate price, right? Like 6,900 for a couple of weeks with good results was probably not like the most accurate pricing in the world, to put it nicely. So yeah, I mean, what more could you possibly ask for from that guy, right? Like he's been great. He's been gaining strokes on approach like crazy. His putting has been pretty neutral, so I'm not worried that he's all of a sudden just gonna like completely lose it. Like his game has been solid. Couple top 25s with a 5th place last week. 8,500, I can definitely deal with that. It's not like paying 9,900 for Gary this week.
Okay. Yeah, guys, what do you think about other golfers in this 8K range? Like Beau Hossler. Hossler, we see him up here at 8,300 now after some strong performances.
I don't know how I can roster like Beau Hoss or James Hahn with Adam Scott sticking there at 8,700. I know he had a rough go last year, but I'm sure he was practicing the offseason. It's a new year. And his top 5 rate, just historically, top 5 and top 10 rates are just, out of this world. He's a very good golfer. He can always put that tee to green game in hyperdrive and, get an easy top 5. He might not finish it off, but he's got the talent. And it's tough for me to pay for Hossler and Hahn and even Hadley right there when Scott's at 87. So I'm a Scott backer, but so I'll be on him this week. I know a lot of people kind of get queasy around him, but
yeah, he burned me so many times last year where I'm like, oh, it's a major, nobody's playing Adam Scott, and every time I was just like, fuck, that's why nobody's playing Adam Scott.
I'm hoping people will keep thinking that. So
yeah, he'll definitely turn it around. I agree with you. It's just funny. I kind of have that feeling when I see him. I'm like, shit, what's gonna happen this time?
Yeah. I'm probably going to get in a little bit of trouble in this range in terms of ownership because I like 2 of the highly owned guys here in Cantlay and Perez. I think they'll probably be 2 of the higher owned guys. Perez does well here, and he's been playing just well in general. Coastal courses, he likes them. It's a short course. You don't have to worry about him contending for length. So I'm gonna have quite a bit of Perez, I think. And Cantlay is, I mean, it's Cantlay or Kuchar for me. I think for a tee to green game, I'll just take Cantlay, who's playing a little bit better than Adam Scott, I think, and is looking for that breakout win. Probably putts a little bit better than Adam Scott does. So I'll take Cantlay there. Other than that, that's all I really like in this range. We're going down to what, 8,000? So maybe Snedeker. Like his game's been trending back around, and he's played well here. So I could see maybe some Snedeker. He's won twice here, and he's won twice here, like some different ways too. I think he won once here with gaining 0 strokes on approach, and did everything else through the putter and around the green and off the tee. So Brandt certainly knows his way around this golf course. So I could see some GPP exposure at 8,100, depending on ownership, but. I really like the guy at 79 that we'll get to. 79 is where I'm going to be heavily exposed.
Like Ches Reavie, second place last week. He's been sneakily having just a great last 6 months even. Hasn't missed a cut in forever. Hasn't missed a cut since the Byron Nelson last year when Jason Day and Horschel had that playoff like so long ago. He's been secretly playing well. He doesn't have a great course history here, which is the only concern.
Didn't have great course history at the Waste Management either,
which is fair. So maybe he's really just turning a corner here, and he's clearly playing like you said differently than he's ever played. So I think the course history won't turn me off. I'm going to be on him this week.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And I also I just want to mention it. We're just completely off of Kisner, right? Like something has gone like horribly wrong there, right?
It's interesting. I don't know. I kind of just glossed over him. I don't know if anything's really wrong. He had a 50th at the Career Builder, another wonky event. So, toss that one out. 25th in Hawaii, whatever. It's freaking vacation. Tournament of Champions, he had 17th.
Yeah, but that was at like 30 guys.
Yeah, exactly. So, he hasn't had our 4th at the RSM. Like, there's no reason not to like him, but he's just the last time we saw him, it wasn't great. I think maybe he makes a good GPP opportunity now that you bring it up.
I'm going to write him down. I think so.
Making a note.
Yeah, he's got that top 5 upside, and it's 70, good price for him.
And he's a good putter.
And he's a great wedge player, good putter. I like it.
Well, he needs to get his ball striking together because he hasn't gained strokes on approach since October.
Yeah,
so
that is the concern, but he's still finishing top 4 at the RSM. I like it.
All right.
I'm completely off of Kisner.
He finished 10th here last year too.
That's okay.
Interesting.
It makes for a strong argument to play him.
I'm taking stands, Jimmy. God, let me take some stands. Kisner is not the play this week. That is my stand. And now he's gonna fucking win. So
that's okay.
Please reverse mush him for us.
That's okay. You don't have to win. I'll win.
I'm gonna retweet all of the PGA birdies whenever he pops up, just to make sure that I completely sabotage his rounds.
Oh, nice. You're gonna mush him. You're gonna mush him for me.
Yeah, on purpose. Yep.
It's not very nice.
Speaking of mushes, real quick, shout out to Wedge for trying to mush Gary this week. He tweeted at me. Did you see that shit? He tweeted at me on the 71st hole, and he's like, "Looks like your guy's gonna win. Congrats!" And he
and then it goes to a playoff.
I'm like, "Are you insane?"
Nice.
All right, sorry.
It's okay. You're still basking in the Gary win.
I'm so excited, man. It's just great. It's just a wonderful thing to have happen to the brand,
Okay.